United States Senator John Kennedy. Hey, Mr. John, how are you today?
Fine, folks. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Thank you, Mr. Let's start with something.
Are you recovered from the Saints' loss first?
That's what I was going to ask. Where were you when you watched the game? Did you see the game? What did you think? What did you throw at the TV?
Well, I mean, I was bitterly disappointed. Of course, I saw the game, and I'm thinking, God, what a great comeback by the Saints. You know, we got it made. All we had to do was tackle one guy down to the last play, and we obviously lost. And, you know, it just breaks your heart. I thought the first half Minnesota outplayed us, but we outplayed them in the second half, and, you know, I'm disappointed.
Mr. John, the Senate and the House of Representatives both about to start a little debate, a little action on immigration reform, specifically DACA. A week ago, the president meets with all sorts of Senate leaders. He says, I'll send up whatever you agree on, things. And then over the weekend, he says, the Democrats don't want a deal. It's dead. What do you think about all this?
Well, if it's not dead, it's on life support. The real issue is the budget. By Thursday, today, of course, is Monday, the Senate and the House have to agree on a budget to keep the federal government open. It's embarrassing to me that we don't have a budget. Everybody else in America has a budget except the federal government. The Democrats have said they will not vote for any budget unless it includes amnesty for the DACA adults. I regret that. I hope they're bluffing. I think if they insist that, and we need their votes to pass a budget, particularly in the Senate, I think there will be a government shutdown.
Mr. John,
I regret that, but I'm not going to just vote for amnesty without addressing the whole immigration problem from a holistic manner.
How does the president, who I think was elected because of his immigration stance, how does the president deal with a political party, i.e. the Democrats, and to be honest, a whole lot of Republicans who believe in open borders, who believe in total amnesty, and the only walls they want to build are around their own homes?
I don't know the answer to that, Robert. It's a dang good question, but I don't know the answer to it yet. And I'm hoping that the Democrats are bluffing. We have 51 votes in the Senate for a budget to keep the government open past Thursday. But we need 9 more votes, and they can only come from the Democrats. And the Democrats have said, unless you vote for amnesty, we're not going to do it. I'm not going to vote for amnesty, not unless, well, I don't know if I'll ever vote for it because the law is the law, but I'm sure not going to even consider it until we get serious about solving the immigration problem. And by that, I mean border security. I mean getting rid of the diversity visa lottery program, which is immigration by luck, until we go to an E-Verify system and make it a federal mandate. There are a lot of ways we can solve the immigration problem. But every time we've done amnesty, or Congress has done amnesty, and the folks on the other side say, well, if you'll just do amnesty this time, we'll work with you, nothing ever gets done.
It's frustrating to me, Senator Kennedy, and we've talked about this before, that we have a massive budget bill that we really need to get done, but that we always put these side issues in these bills. It's almost like nobody wants anything to get done, so they just bog down everything.
I think I agree with you, Aaron. And the Republicans on my side of the aisle have done that on occasion.
You bet.
Look, I think these issues are separate issues. What I hope we do is go back and put a budget on the floor and say, here it is. Let's debate it. I'll stay there all day and all night, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and then let's have a vote. And if we want to deal with immigration, we can deal with it next. But to me, immigration has nothing to do with the United States government having a budget. And I hope that the Democrats are just bluffing and they don't insist on that. Because I can tell you, if they insist on it, you know, I haven't talked to every single one of my colleagues, but I don't. I know I'm not going to vote for a budget that has amnesty in it just because they think I've got to swallow amnesty in order to keep the government open. I'm not going to do it.
Government shutdown means what? No postal service? What's going to happen for me?
Well, essential employees are still paid and have to work. I mean, I'll be there working. I'll have a skeleton staff. Nobody will miss their Social Security payments or their Medicaid or their Medicare. But there will be some offices that are shut down. The military will not be threatened in any way. I mean, our national defenses and armed forces will continue to operate. But employees like, let's say, some rank-and-file employees in the Department of Labor or some rank-and-file employees on the Senate staff will go home.
Mm-hmm.
They go home.
Federal parks will be closed?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost all federal parks will be closed. The law is they can't continue to work even if they want to work for free or continue to work and get paid later. Unless you're considered an essential employee, you have to go home.